Struggling to read tiny text on your screen? Or didn't even realize Windows has built-in tools to fix that? Stay with me, and I'll show you a few simple settings that can make your screen clearer, bigger, and way easier to use in just a few clicks. Hello everyone, Jerry Rawlick here. Welcome to Wandering Through Windows, where we explore the settings, features, and hidden corners of Windows that help you shape your PC into something that truly feels your own. If you ever wondered what a button does, how to personalize your desktop, or how to make Windows work better for you, you're in the right place. This video is the first of a two-part series exploring Windows accessibility settings. Today, we're focusing in on key vision tools designed to help you see Windows more comfortably. Whether you deal with eye strain, low vision, color blindness, or you just want a cleaner, easier to read interface, Windows has a lot of built-in options. These options include text and display scaling, a magnifier, color filters, contrast themes, and a narrator. So come along with this nice old man as I walk you through each one and show you how they work. If you find this video useful, please give it a like, leave a comment, share it with someone you know, and subscribe to the channel. It would be much appreciated. With that said, let's dive in and start wandering. You can find these settings by clicking on the Windows Start button, navigating to the Settings icon, and clicking on Accessibility, which is found in the list on the left-hand side of the window. And here you'll find all of the vision tools grouped together. Let's begin with text size. This slider lets you increase the size of text across Windows without changing the layout. It's the perfect choice if you find yourself leaning in to read menus or dialog boxes. You can see how your text will change in the preview window as you slide the bar up or down. Once you have the desired size, click Apply to make the changes. In addition to text sizing, you can also adjust the size of Windows elements such as icons, menus, apps, and text through display scaling. If you're using a high-resolution monitor, scaling can make the interface much more comfortable. Increasing scaling makes text and user interface elements larger. Decreasing scaling makes everything smaller, giving you more workspace. To get to these settings, click on Display and scroll to Scale. Scaling is commonly set at 100%, 125%, and 150%. Be aware there are some cautionary notes here when using scaling. Setting the scale too high, for example, over 200%, may cut off buttons, misalign text, or display oversized Windows elements. While we're in the settings window, let's discuss Nightlight. Nightlight adds a warm tint to your screen to reduce blue light. This is especially helpful in the evening or if you're sensitive to bright screens. On the settings screen, I can turn Nightlight on or off, use the brightness slider bar to display cooler or warmer colors, and schedule Nightlight to turn on and off at specific times. Next in our exploration of vision tools is Magnifier. Magnifier is a built-in screen zoom tool. You can turn it on here or use a Windows shortcut key on the keyboard. Zoom level shows the current amount of magnification you are using. You can change the level up or down by clicking the minus or plus tabs, or by using the keyboard shortcut keys. Zoom increment sets the step size Magnifier uses when you zoom in or out and is controlled by pressing the plus or minus keys on the keyboard. For example, if my zoom increment is set at 25%, then my zoom steps will go from 100% to 125, then to 150, and so on. In the view setting, you can choose how you prefer to use zoom. Full screen is exactly what it suggests. It magnifies the entire screen. Lens mode provides a movable magnifying window. Think magnifying glass that zooms only the area under it. Dock mode is a fixed magnified strip that is docked to the top of your screen. Only that strip shows zoomed content. Further down the list of vision options, we come to color filters. Color filters are especially useful for users with color blindness. You can turn them on here with an option to use keyboard shortcut keys. Turning on the settings gives you access to filters for red-green and blue-yellow color blindness, as well as grayscale options for reducing visual clutter. A preview of what each selector filter looks like is shown at the top of the window. The intensity, meaning how much you change the colors, and color boost, meaning how vivid those changed colors will look, can be adjusted with the two slider bars. Now, let's discuss contrast themes. Contrast themes are especially helpful for low vision, light sensitivity, or anyone who prefers a more visually distinct interface. These themes increase contrast between text and background, making everything easier to distinguish. Windows comes with 4 default themes, as shown on the top of the window. To turn one of them on, select it from the drop-down list and click Apply. But that's just the starting point. By selecting a theme, you're given the option to edit the different colors set for that particular theme, as shown here. Once you've customized the theme, select Done, give it a name for easy reference, and save it. Your new theme will then appear alongside the 4 default themes. If you wish to use a keyboard shortcut to turn contrast themes on or off, enable the feature here. Finally, let's review the settings in Narrator. Narrator is Windows' built-in screen reader. It reads text aloud and is designed to make Windows usable for people who are blind, have low vision, or prefer audio-based interaction. There is a lot to unpack in this setting, and not enough time to explore all the options in detail. However, this concise overview should get you started. To begin, turn Narrator on within the Narrator window, or activate it through a shortcut on your keyboard. The narrator's voice is where you control how Narrator sounds. By clicking the drop-down arrows, you can choose a voice and control its speed, pitch, and volume. You're also given the option to add more natural-sounding voices or a voice in a preferred language. Verbosity controls how much detail Narrator reads. Using the drop-down arrows in this section gives options to read only text, text and punctuation, text and formatting such as bold, italic, and font size, or text and context, such as controls, buttons, and menus. The Narrator cursor shows where Narrator is currently reading. When turned on, the Narrator cursor is highlighted with a blue focus box. When the setting in the second box is turned on, Narrator will move your text cursor with the Narrator cursor as it reads the text. Turning the setting on in the third box will sync the Narrator cursor with system focus, such as when you select a button, text field, or a highlighted menu item. There you have it. By utilizing one or more of Windows Vision tools, you will see what's on your computer screen more comfortably and clearly. Thanks for joining me. Be sure to tune in for part 2 of this accessibility series when we wander through hearing and interaction tools. I would like to give a big shout out to my wife, who supports me in all that I do. I love you, babe, and I'll see all of you next time. Oh, and one more thing. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to do the click.